Hello everyone, welcome back to 70s and 80s talk. So today I'm going to be reviewing a Meatloaf album. I've already reviewed Bat Out of Hell, but this is Bat Out of Hell 2, Back into Hell. This was released in the 90s, 1993 to be precise. His sixth studio album, released on the 14th of September 1993. It was 16 years after the first album. Chart-wise, it reached number 1 in the UK and the US. Success rate, UK 6 times platinum and 5 times platinum in the US. So there's a lot of well-known Meatloaf songs on here. Maybe you have to be a bit more of a Meatloaf fan to know some of them. I've wrote a fair bit for some of these songs, so let's just dive right into it. So the first song is I'd Do Anything for Love, a Meatloaf classic, in brackets, but I won't do that. It's such an iconic start with that motorbike revving sound, which I think is actually done by a guitar. But it's a brilliant sound, and you know it's that song, and it's a very sort of sound which you would associate with a Meatloaf song. And you know those keys are going to shortly follow after that if you know the song, and then the thuds of drums as well. The guitar is just really good, it really is. What a start to the song, that's just the start of it. Then we have these keys coming again with Meatloaf's voice, and it's that anticipation of the little bits in those songs, in this song, that you wait for. The beat really is incredible in this song. And the music drops in the right place sound-wise, but then it goes up again, but that drop allows the vocals to actually be amplified by doing that. The tempo goes up and down in it, and it's so well-timed and really well-produced. The RRs that are in there, with that drum beat again, and the guitar, just them little things work really well. The variation in this song, sound-wise, is insane, it really is. And it just keeps giving and giving, and it keeps building as well. It's a fantastic song. It's such a punchy song as well. I'd use that word to describe it. There's bells in there as well. And then we change to Lorraine Crosby on vocals, and then back and forth between them. Again, just that variation. Brilliant song. So the second song is Life is a Lemon and I Want My Money Back. Now, I hadn't heard this song in years. I totally forgot it existed, and then I couldn't stop listening to it when I rediscovered it. The drum beat, it's almost like a song by The Darkness. It reminded me of. I believe in a thing called Love, to be precise. The bass you can really hear. The riff running throughout the song is very good. It's quite an intense song. Female backing vocals in there. It slows down a bit at one point. With the backing vocals, it is a bit different, but it works. And what an ending as well. What a song. The third song is Rock and Roll Dreams Come True. It's rather different to the last song. A song you just want to sing along to. It's great writing in this. The saxophone is unexpected, but again works. There's a sound in there almost like someone yelling. Don't know what that is. Bells again I picked up on, and I don't really think I've ever really picked up on bells until I've reviewed these songs, not that I remember anyway. There's a bit of sort of groovy acoustic guitar in there as well, I think. I feel like that could have potentially been a bit longer though, possibly. So the fourth song is It Just Won't Quit. The keys are really beautiful in this song. Again, another stunning song. I use that word quite a lot to describe songs, and I would describe it as that. I would. The tempo of the song is spot on. There's literally a piece of hair that is sticking out of my head. It's annoying me, so I'm just fixing that. And I really do just think this song is something else. The roar of that guitar, and then we're taken into another section of the song, and the lyrics, you can really feel them. And then we're back with the keys and bass, and such a subtle beat as well. There's some real grit in Meatloaf's vocals as well, which is often the case though, to be fair. The up and down in sound, I really love that variation. And something you do hear in Meatloaf songs. The way the song ends is different too. And that is something with Meatloaf songs, they do end differently. But with this one, it's like it gets louder, then it just dies out. So number 5 is out of the frying pan brackets and into the fire. Very common phrase that is, saying. The guitar, brilliant. The keys, what a mix of sounds. The keys are so delicately placed in places with that sort of just how the song flows so well as well. It's a great mix, it really is. And that's actually all I wrote for that song. So number 6 is objects in the rearview mirror may appear closer than they are, which is probably one of my favourite Meatloaf songs, if not my favourite Meatloaf song. Because the emotions in this song is insane, you can really feel it. It does make you feel something, for me it does anyway. The keys are really good, and that adds to that feeling, that atmosphere that the song creates. And the whole sound, it just rolls, it just flows so well, it's produced really well. Meatloaf, he overemphasises certain words, there's certain rises, places where he adds a bit more grit in his vocal tone. What a vocalist. The drum beat, just that one beat again and again, quite simple, with those keys, it just really does create something magical. The R's in there are so perfectly placed to create maximum effect, I think. And then we go back into it. There's sort of that back and forth again, which I really love in songs, and I think why I really like these songs. And it just keeps going, it just does, the variation just keeps coming. And then that engine sound to end, not sure what that is exactly, but that's the only way I can describe it. Number 7 is Wasted Youth. It was a bit different, to say the least. It was obviously Jim on it, just sort of shouting words, which is something I've seen him do before and stuff. I didn't recognise it, but it's not something I would listen to anyway. Yeah, I don't really have anything to say on that. Number 8 is Everything Louder Than Everything Else. The beat again is really good. The bass guitar, you can really hear that too. Again, the flow of the song, it's really like good how they've done that. The tempo is great again. I really like the quickness and sounds in this song. The guitar is a stunning sound and some of the bits of the guitar in there. The back and vocals work really well. There is a part in the song where it's pretty much just bass guitar and Meatloaf singing. And that was really nice, I think. And then there's bagpipes at the end as well. Number 9 is Good Girls Go to Heaven, brackets, Bad Girls Go Everywhere. The guitar's heavier and more extreme in parts, I'd say, than other songs. The beat really carries the song. That's something I've talked about a lot, the drums in this album. Back and vocals again, which work. There was sounds in there which sounded quite like techno, I'd say. Don't know what, which I didn't expect really. With the synth keys in there as well, that was quite a change, because I think I wasn't as familiar with this song, so I didn't remember that. 10 is Back in Hell. The sound that was on that song, it was almost like, if you've ever heard a video where they've amplified a spider making a web, that's what it sounds like. People are thinking, what is she talking about? But honestly, that is what it sounds like. Again, that sort of techno sounding, I didn't like it. I didn't like that song. So 11, the last song, Lost Boys and Golden Girls. The oohs in there, they reminded me a bit of, in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the second one, when the Oompa Loompas come on and they're doing that singing, they're going, ah. And it reminded me a bit of that. I much preferred the other songs on the album to these last two. They had considerable more variation, and were sort of less slow as well. So maybe if the song sort of sequence was different, I don't know if that would have, maybe it would have been better to finish on one of the better songs possibly. So to conclude, what an album, even though there was them few last ones that I wasn't too keen on, a couple ones, and the one that Jim did. But I think I absolutely do prefer this album to the actual Bat Out of Hell album. I do. There's so much variation in this album sound-wise, in the changes in the album song, from song to song, but also within the songs as well. There's a lot of power, there's a lot of emotion from the sounds that are created, from Meat's vocals and how he varies his vocals and how he changes to suit the lyrics he's singing and matches the other sounds. Everything just works very well. It's produced very well. It just flows, it keeps giving. There's things you don't expect in there. Very creative, very creative. So yeah, that's my review on this album. I'm thinking, I know I suggested a couple of albums that I was thinking, or artists I was thinking of reviewing last time. Still haven't decided on a Queen album, but I have been listening to another Dio album. It's the Wolves one, can't remember the exact wording of it. And yeah, there's some good stuff on that one. So I'm probably looking at reviewing that one, I think, so keep a lookout for that one. Obviously there's other Meatloaf albums as well out there that I could potentially review. Probably not looking to do that anytime soon though. So yeah, thanks for watching everyone. Take care now. Bye bye.